Hi, my name is Chris. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing CSS Battle Daily Target for July 1st, 2025. Okay, so let's get an approach to this guy. What I think I want to do here is we're going to create three elements. This one, and this one, right? We're going to set the body. No, I'm sorry, we're going to create four elements. We're going to create a container for these two, and then this inside of the container, this inside of the container. And then we're going to create an element for this rectangle here. So how we're going to do this is we're going to make the body display flex. And we're going to use justify content center and align item center to put everything in the middle. Then we're going to make this container display flex as well, but we're going to make it flex direction column and give it a gap of this distance. And then we just create that element and we should be good to go. All right, so we need, let's get our elements together. So we need a div, we're gonna call it A. I use the letters the alphabet for my divs to cut down on my characters, give me a higher score. And then that's the upper semicircle, the lower semicircle, and then finally this will be our rectangle to the right. Oops. So let's create a style tag. And first we're gonna look at the body. Of course, we're gonna give it a background of this light green or bluish color, whatever. And make that display flex. And then we're gonna say justify content center. And align items center. Okay. Then we need to work on this container A, and we're going to give this display flex direction column, and probably a gap of 120 maybe. Cool. And then we can take all of these elements right off the bat. Whoops, left out B. Give them a background repeat, just the background of this dark bluish color. Next thing I want to do here is I'm going to look at D first. Let's see. Because if we get this together, everything else is a lot easier. So let's give it a width and a height. Actually, we're going to do this like this. So we're going to say width, I don't know, 60. And we're going to put the height in a separate spot. By the way, these are CSS attributes. Again, I use those to just cut down on my code for CSS Battle, not in real life. And then we're going to say this is a height probably twice that. Cool. Not E, D. Alright, so that is really off. So we need to say height 140. That looks correct. Another thing we're going to have to do is it looks like it's not totally centered, so we're going to have to take A, that container, and D, give them both a position of relative, and then we're going to say top 10, and that should nudge it down. Perfect. Okay, and so we need the correct width now. So I'm going to guess that that's 80. And that looks correct. We won't know for sure until it's moved over in the correct spot, but that looks right. Okay, so now both B and C are also going to have the same width as D. So we're going to cut this out. And we're going to put it here. Right, so that's perfect. And then get rid of that. Now C and D are going to have the same height. So it looks about half. Well, it's got so now we need to make a semicircle. Two semicircles. So the way we do that is first thing, the width is just going to be half of the height. So width is 40. What did I just do? It should be B and C. Sorry. There we go. And something's not right here. Right, it should be a width of 80. I'm sorry. Oh, they already have the width. What am I thinking? Right. So we need to give B and C a height, which is going to be half of 80, right? So say height 40. Cool. And that looks like our gap is off. So let's fix that. 130, that's incorrect. 140, perfect. So now, in order to make these into semicircles, we're going to look at B first. We say border radius. And then, since the rounded edges are on the top, right? So it's a semicircle kind of facing the top. The way we do this is we take the smaller size between the height and the width, which is 40, and we say 40 pixels for that. And then 40 pixels, so that's rounding the top left and top right. And then we just set the bottom right and left to 0. And there you go. And then all we need to do for C is do the opposite. So let's make that C. Get rid of these zeros. And then we're going to put zeros in front. There you go. Perfect. So for the diff, pretty close. Okay, so to cut down on our characters here, the 938 characters, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all the comments that are given to us by CSS Battle. And now we can get rid of all the white space and put everything on one line. Obviously this is going to look terrible and not a best practice in real life, but it does help cut down on your character count, right? And there we go. We're already at 372. A lot better, right? Put everything on one line. And we're at 368 characters. If you notice, I submitted this earlier, and I didn't get rid of the white space in the comments. We had 938 characters. Let's see how much our score goes up from 600.05. When and submit. Great, 100% match, score went up. About 11 points, so that helps. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, well thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe to my channel. Enjoy your day.